My name, again, is Steffi Volo, Chief Impact Officer at Earth Animal, and this is my very, very dear friend, Spencer Williams, founder and CEO of Westpaw. Oh, the pet industry's first B Corp certified company back in 2013. But anyway, that's just another story. And today we are going to give you a very energetic walk down memory lane these past 10 years. Take it away, my friend.
Wow. So we've got to welcome a guest on stage because this is so exciting. We have Auden Schindler here tonight. And so we'd like to welcome him up on stage. And just to tell the story here of like how this all started, it was 2008. And little town of Aspen, Colorado. And here is Chris Bentley, co-founder of the Aspen Pet Company. He just recently sold that company and he was thinking about what his next move would be in his career. And he wanted to think about, how do I focus on sustainability and make an impact? And so he wasn't sure what he should do. And he thought hard about reaching out to a friend. So he dialed a friend and got with Auden. And Auden took time to meet with Chris and talk to him about his ideas. And Auden serves as the VP of Sustainability at Aspen Skiing Company. And here's how the conversation went, as far as I understand. Chris says, Auden, I've been thinking about going into the energy sector, and I got something to do about the planet. What can I do? And Auden looks at him and he says, Chris, Archimedes once said, give me a lever long enough and a fulcrum on which to place it, and I shall move the world. Now, Chris, go back. This is true. This is absolutely true, folks. Auden turns to Chris and he says, Chris, go back to the pet industry where you have the most influence and can do the most good. And Chris thinks, I'll do that. No, your mic is off. Oh, yeah.
This was an important milestone for me because it was the first time anyone took my advice. And second, it was the first time that my advice turned out to be semi-positive.
Thanks, Auden.
That's awesome.
So, in true Chris fashion, for a couple of years, he starts taking out a lot of us in this room, his friends, out to lunch and asking them what would help them implement more sustainable business practices. You know, like, what would help you? How can we help you? And with these voices in his head echoing and echoing and echoing, saying things like, we need a roadmap. We need help knowing where to go and how to get there. We don't even really know what sustainability is. Chris starts interviewing consulting groups to find one that can build a toolkit and that can help companies build sustainability programs, roll out green teams, his favorite, yeah, green teams, yeah, and track metrics. So who does he select? Natural Capitalism Solutions.
Well, here Chris is. He's got all this need to pay for this new toolkit that Natural Capitalism Solutions is building. And so Chris goes to the founder, and so I want to welcome Marty to the stage. Marty Grosjean. Good to see you up here, my friend. This is amazing. So then he goes to Marty, who's an entrepreneur, right? He's been in the natural space of natural foods. He's worked on the lifestyle industry. And Marty also had one of the very first and most successful early stage pet online companies. And Chris, he's like, all right, Marty, I need 20 grand, okay? Can you just give me 20 grand to finish building this sustainability toolkit? And Marty, he recognizes Chris. He's known Chris for a while, and he won't stop asking until Marty says yes.
True story. Is Toby here? Toby?
Toby?
Toby Russell.
Okay, no Toby?
No,
All right,
Toby.
we'll talk about him.
Oh.
Oh, we got stories, Toby. I wish you were in the room, bud.
And Nick isn't either. So, okay, well, anyway. Some of you may know Natural Capitalism Solutions is run by Hunter Levins, the amazing, iconic sustainability guru and leader that's won dozens of awards for her foundational work to help lead the global sustainability movement, and Toby Russell, CEO. Toby leverages his team including Nick Sterling, who is not here either, but an amazing man. Lots of us have worked with him to start building the pet sustainability toolkit. So let's just recognize Toby and Nick. Sorry you're not here, but amazing, amazing people. And Hunter Levins, for that matter.
So the Natural Capitalism Solution then starts working on this toolkit. And then Caitlin Dudas, a recent Harvard graduate, has just relocated to Boulder and is offered an internship at Natural Capitalism Solutions. And so together with Nick, Toby, and the team, they start customizing content and building tools for our pet industry specifically. And then, as luck would have it, Toby leaves on paternity leave, and Caitlin moves into supporting projects in this regard. And that's when Caitlin and Chris first met. It was an exciting time over that lunch where they talked about many things: volleyball, cowboy poetry, and their Midwestern roots. Yeah, that's right. And so, most importantly though, Chris looks Caitlin in the eye and he tells her, your ideas of going into government, policy, and land management sound really boring. And that's really good advice. And he said, always, and he said, business is the fastest way to drive change. So with that, they discussed Caitlin's internship agreement, and they put together a plan to meet the Outdoor Industry Association to see how they might be able to get more people in the pet industry using a sustainability tool that they were working on at Natural Capitalism Solutions.
Beth? Is Beth there? There she is. Beth Jensen, come on over. So,
Nice to see you again, Beth.
good to see you, Beth. Beth Jensen agrees to meet with Caitlin and Chris and share everything she possibly can about how the Outdoor Industry Association has been convening the apparel and textile industry to take action for more than 5 years. For 3 months, Caitlin, Chris, and Beth worked diligently to develop a case for establishing a nonprofit coalition that can not only take this toolkit out to our pet industry, but also serve as a platform for companies to come together and share best practices and tools.
So,
Yeah,
it was really fast, right? And so then in 2013 at Global, so that's like March, right? We're all together, and Chris is thinking, all right, let's invite 20 sustainably minded leaders together in a meeting room where Nick, Caitlin, and Beth can make a strong case about why sustainability would really help if it was a coalition working to drive change. And so they thought, let's get some clear roadmaps, let's start moving this industry forward. And Chris then pitches a $10,000 founding membership for which he had told everybody he was going to get 3. Well, you got 8. You got 8. It was amazing. So he got 8 brands who were willing to write a check to the Pet Sustainability Coalition for $10,000, which become the seed money to officially start the coalition. And thanks to these 8 people who took a chance with 2 people with an idea, a toolkit, and a whole lot of passion. Here's these people. Katie Decker-Frew from Kong Company, Tony DeVos from Cardinal Pet Care, Spencer Williams from Westpaw, and Stephanie Volo from Planet Dog, Aaron Lamstein, Worldwise, Jim Thomas from Petco, Marty from Only Natural Pet, and Betsy Vete representing I and Love and You. So if you're in the room, would you please come up on stage? Thank you.
Okay. So, Chris and Toby offer Caitlin a job. Shocking. I know, it's shocking. As full-time executive director in the first advisory board, including Chris Bentley, Toby Russell, Beth Jensen, Spencer Williams, and Aaron Lamstein. They gather here in Boulder 4 months later, just 4 months later. At this formative meeting, this group builds our foundation of PSC, including their formal mission statement, as well as our values, which have stood the test of time and include transparency, collaboration, authenticity, and implementation focused. But the story doesn't really end there at all. For a handful of years, Chris and Caitlin worked to develop case studies of projects completed with their founding members. This group up here, plus some of those that are not able to be here. They open new membership levels. They make their tools available free for the entire industry. Today, we have almost 200 members, as you guys know, representing thousands of purpose-driven sustainability leaders in this room. Our members represent the pioneering sustainability heroes of 2013, as well as new icon members investing at our highest membership level, while also affecting and attracting young entrepreneurial companies.
So we couldn't have done this without our icon members. So we welcome them on stage. There are a second wave of leaders who really help to propel the organization forward. And they include Earth Animal, Only Natural Pet, PetSmart, Wellness Pet Company, Animal Supply Company, Pet Food Experts, Philips, Royal Canin, Hills, Ziwi Pet, and just last week, Earthwise. If you're in the room, come on up. Woohoo!
Yeah, come on in, guys. Amazing, amazing.
The stage will hold us. You're good.
I'm going to
You're
stand
good,
right in front of you.
Yeah, you stand right in front of me.
Okay.
Everybody get on? Come on.
Everyone, come on.
Come on, pile up.
Come on.
Pile
Come
up.
on.
Okay.
Maybe stand over here.
Beth, I feel badly standing in front of you. I'm so sorry. Okay. All right, come over here.
Okay. All right, you guys.
We'll do this.
Now we're going to talk about our major donors. Caitlin mentioned this a little bit this morning, and she's going to talk a little bit more about this entire initiative tomorrow. But our major donors are those who have helped kick off our new philanthropic endeavors to help PSC tackle our industry's biggest planetary challenges that are too big for any single company, including sustainable packaging, sustainable ingredients, and social responsibility. While PSC has hundreds of donors for which we're very grateful, tonight we will ask those who have given more than $25K to join us up on stage. They are Thamfu Packaging, Earth Animal, Tyler Packaging, Animal Supply Company, Philips Pet Feed and Supply, and Pet Food Experts.
Excellent. Come on up. Awesome. We are going to fill this stage tonight. We really couldn't do this without the Pet Sustainability Coalition's amazing staff. And how we've grown this staff over the years and watched Caitlin and her team come together is really powerful. We have 11 highly talented team members who work day in and day out to make sure this dream comes a reality, to deliver impact to all of our businesses who are members of this important organization. And I just want to shout them out today and bring them up on stage. So they are Donald Castellucci, Aaron Haas, Kristen Smith, Ann Klein, Amy Maxey, Allison Burdick, Hannah Tyrell Wisalki, Kate South, Ali Bowden, and John Spearman. Come on up stage, please. Woo-hoo.
Oh, this is amazing.
You go ahead and I'll you go.
Just my shoulders or something. Okay, wow. It's getting packed up here. Okay. PSC is also led by a team of board volunteers that represent the diversity of PSC's membership, including brands, manufacturers, suppliers, distributors, and retailers. They pay 100% of their board travel costs. They volunteer 100% of their time, and they are our go-to ambassadors that help spread sustainable business through the industry, steer our biggest programs, and help shape our work so that we can be a vibrant and collaborative industry that has a positive impact on pets, people, and the planet. Our current board includes David Yaskulka, Greg Keene, Dustin Dover, Rebecca Rose, Chris Bentley, Adrienne Tessine, Chantel Solin, Brian Steinwagner, and Michael Baker. We would like to invite all of you to join us on stage. And if we have any former board members that are here and present, we would like to invite you to come on stage as well. All right. So, you guys, this is 10 years. This is 10 years of grit and grace and bold bravery, courage, just amazing positive energy. This is what a movement looks like. This is what a collaborative coalition of energy and passion, guidance, support, diligence, it's what it looks like. And we just wanted to share with you what the past 10 years looked like so that we can prepare for tomorrow and what the next 10 years will hopefully look like.
So as you make your time to get to know everybody on stage and amongst the future impactors of this organization, and think as Steffi was saying about the next 10 years, we're really inspired by this decade of impact we have before us. We've done great things as an organization with an incredible staff and board and all the funding supporters we have. Think about the next 10 years and how to scale this and make an even bigger impact. So use your time wisely tonight. Connect, have fun, build deep relationships that last, and go ahead and make a next decade of impact. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. We wouldn't be here without all of you either, and all of these people behind us. Happy 10 years.
Happy
Woo!
10 years. High five.
Great, too. Always. Okay. What's up? Okay. You guys, before everyone gets going out of this room, we just have 2 more things. Sorry. And then we're going to party, I swear. While everyone's coming off the stage, I just want to hand the microphone over to Michael Baker, and he and John Lawton and Derek Walther are going to say a couple of words as our 3 icon distributors.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Boys, and you're coming back to me when we're done. That's a tough stage full of folks to follow, but we'll do our best. Good evening, distinguished guests, Hazel and Ollie, and friends of PSC. Pay attention, kids. Focus. I'm Michael Baker, the president and CEO of Pet Food Experts and Rumford Pet Express. For those of you that don't know PFX, we're a distributor. Hold on, please. Is that for me? We're all safe. Pet Food Experts is a distributor to 6,500 independent pet stores, and Rumford Pet Express is a 4th-generation business in my family that has 9 beautiful stores in Rhode Island and Massachusetts. So I get to be a customer to myself each and every day. Thanks. I'm excited to share the stage with my 2 fiercest competitors. I'll get closer. Between our 3 organizations, we collectively serve every single independent pet store in the United States, in many cases weekly with the direct delivery to their store. Nice work. It's hard work. We compete every day and have for my entire life for the good of the industry, for the adoration of our vendors, and through deep relationships with everybody we serve. But none of us will have any pet stores to serve if we don't take care of this industry and our planet, which is why we're all here gathered today. Creating change means taking risk, and doing what's right isn't always what's easy. And reaching out to my 2 competitors' leadership in both cases to ask them to join at the icon level a couple of years ago thankfully resulted in 2 yeses, so thank you. And most recently, reaching out again to ask if they would join me in supporting the first ever distributor matching fund. And thankfully, they both said yes also. The beauty of PSC, which is what you can feel in this room, is it creates common ground for all of us, including fierce rivals, to put all that behind us and just do good work together. PSC's ambition is contagious. It breaks down barriers, it eliminates excuses, and it just makes the industry and the world a better place. So thank you for being here. Appreciate the support, and I'll pass it over to Derek from Animal Supply Company.
Thank you, Michael. Obviously, it's no coincidence that we're all gathered here in beautiful Boulder, Colorado, for this impactful two-day event for sustainability. Luckily, I had the privilege of traveling here a couple days early with my wife, so we had the opportunity to go around Colorado and experience the beauty of it. We're captivated by it over here. Beautiful, beautiful state. Sunday, I realized I didn't have green for the event. Some of y'all may be thinking where it's at. It's here, my socks. We were able to walk Pearl Street Mall, the bricks, and we noticed the amount of products, the variety there that all had sustainable initiatives behind them. It's very captivating. Actually, the socks I have on now plant trees in Uganda. Is the purpose it serves. But anyways, sorry.
That's nice work.
Yes, thank you. So something else that caught our attention while we're here in Colorado visiting Garden of the Gods, Colorado Springs, Estes Park, Allen's Park, is the common aspiration among all these communities. Leave no trace. It's pretty impactful when you see that. In today's world, it's crucial for us as competitors to come together and strive for sustainability. Separate those competitor. Yeah.
I love you tonight, man.
Yeah. Collaboration is the key to building a sustainable future for generations to come. Whether it involves reducing greenhouse gas emissions, conserving natural resources, or addressing social inequalities, these challenges we face require us to come together, which would not be achievable if individual, working alone. Together, I'll be down here in a second.
I don't have a watch on.
You don't have one? Okay, good.
We've got all that.
Together we can leverage our collective strength and we can devise innovative solutions. That'd be, well, I already said that, unattainable when working individually. Sorry, nervous. Collaborating in the space of sustainability, it actually shifts our competitive mindset toward constructive cooperation. By embracing these shared objectives, we as competitors can inspire another to develop sustainable practices, technologies, and products. By joining forces, we not only are building trust and credibility, but we're forging lasting relationships with our key stakeholders. My hope is that as you are here today, you are also inspired. Let us unite, embrace the power of collaboration, and work diligently toward a sustainable future that benefits all. Thank you.
There you go. Good evening, everybody. I'm John Lawton. I'm the Senior Vice President of Business Development and Sustainability for Phillips Pet Food and Supplies. It's a pleasure to stand next to my competitors tonight. We'll figure it out after that. So, the first thing I want to say is how great was today? I'm going to need another notebook to take notes tomorrow because I took so many notes today, just meeting everybody in the room and listening to the speakers and identifying things that I thought I knew, but I didn't, or things that our organization is doing that we didn't even know were sustainable activities because we weren't thinking deep enough. So I look forward to tomorrow. It has been a great experience. First, I want to thank Chris. Not only have I known Chris for the 10 years that this organization has been around, Chris and I go back over 25 years. So we've been along and done a lot of business, done a lot of good business, made a lot of good money, and now I think the goal, Chris, is to make this planet more sustainable as we go forward. So thank you. Great speech today. Caitlin, thank you for everything. Caitlin is an amazing person in being able to implement what she needs to implement and never leaving me alone when she needs to get it implemented from what I need to do. So thank you for that. To the entire PSC staff, amazing group of people. If you don't know all of them, meet them. They are here to be our resource. Any question we have, they'll answer. Anything we need to do to get involved, they'll help us. Amazing organization, getting better by the day. So thanks to the entire staff for that too. Yeah. Mike, I want to thank you for getting the three of these organizations together. Mike mentioned, I think if we took a look at the dollars, you guys maybe send me your sales reports. But I think combined, if you took a look at dog and cat food distribution in the United States, I think between the three of us, we're doing well over 50% of it. So we're here dedicated to work with you as vendor partners, as ingredient partners for our vendor partners, as packaging partners. We're dedicated to doing this. And Mike mentioned that we have a little announcement to make, but the announcement's going to come along with a little bit of challenge for all of you, because we can't stand up here and have all of you just sit there and listen to three very handsome gentlemen talk to you about this. So what we're announcing today is that our three organizations are donating $25,000 to the Pet Sustainability Coalition today. Each. So that's a $75,000 investment that we're making in the planet, our kids, and this industry's future. Part of that is what you don't get to get away with, is what we're asking you to do is come in and help us match that to make that $150,000. So we're not looking for all of you to give 75. If you want to give 75, Caitlin will take that now. But what we're saying is anything you can do to help us continue to raise funds to continue what this great organization can do, we'd ask you to do that. There are Pet Sustainability Coalition associates around. You're welcome to go to them tonight and make a pledge. If not, I suggest and I ask that you go back to your headquarters, your office, your homes, your campers, your boats, and come back with some opportunities to help enhance that. It could be $50, it could be $5,000, it could be $100,000. But our donation is purely there to say, let's do this together. Help us match those dollars. And within the next couple of days, hopefully before the end of the night, let's get $150,000 into Pet Sustainability's coffers so we can move forward. Is that a deal, everybody? So nobody can leave until we hit $150,000? Yes? I won't ask that, but I'll ask you to think about it. How's that? So a lot more work to do. On the distribution side, again, we're a little different than what a lot of you in this room do, in that we hear about packaging. Our thoughts around when we hear packaging and ingredients, does it affect us? No, we're getting products in bags, boxes, pallets, and shipping them. But what we're really learning from our side is, packaging and sustainability is pallets, shrink wrap, diesel fuel going over the mountains. How do we become more effective as an entire industry? We need to be part of that, right? So it's not just around what you're doing to put in your bags. It's about how we can be more effective to get it to the stores, because a lot of this product, again, probably more than 50% of every dog food bag that's going to an independent pet store, maybe not other areas of trade, are probably coming through the three of our organizations. And we've had lots of good conversations about being dedicated to this. And that matching fund opportunity at $75,000 is another piece of that. And we'll continue to talk about doing other things as we move forward. So again, I not only challenge you, but I ask you as a partner to help us get to that goal of $150,000 before we leave. We are 100% purely here on the distribution side to make sure that whatever you do, ingredients, packaging, or you're a manufacturer, we're gonna do everything we can do to get that product to the store sustainably, to get it in the hands of consumers when they want it and as fast as we can get it there. So again, thank you to everybody. Let's go out and get this thing. Great day. Tomorrow will probably be better. And let's continue to support what we're doing here. And I look forward to talking to a lot of you. And don't stay away from me while I walk back down. I'm going to be bothering a lot of you to help enhance this. So.
Do you take credit cards, John?
Woohoo!
Perfect. So I think I'm going to turn this back over to Mike at this point. So come talk to us if you want to about that matching donation. But thanks, everybody. Thank you.
I think it's coming my way. Thank you, all three of you, for your generous contribution. That's a steep goal. My goal was to raise that money by the end of the year.
No.
But tonight, now, we're going to raise
Close those
75 and matching. Okay, close the doors. Thank you so much from PSC.
You got it. Thank you. Thanks.
Well, I should have been waving this as I walked on. Okay, so let's go. The Earthmobile needed a new addition over here. Chris, tonight we are gathered to honor the incredible people who have come together to serve PSC, and the night just wouldn't be right without taking a moment to honor you, sir, for everything you've given to the coalition.
Can we go to the next
Phase 2, the end. It's only half a page, I promise. I'm going to say nice things. Okay, so dear friend, mentor, fellow adventurer Chris Bentley, I've never met a more outgoing, youthful, and optimistic spirit walking this earth. At first, I was apprehensive. Are you for real? Well, yes, you are so for real. Your can-do attitude and your enthusiasm is contagious. You volunteered every hour of your time to propel PSC forward. You've leveraged your personal and business relationships on our behalf. You've taught me to always be hungry for feedback, but to choose to walk on the sunny side when the going gets tough. I've watched you renegotiate life from a less mobile body, and yet your spirit has never dampened. Thank you for believing in me and learning alongside me to balance what can be a precarious co-founder relationship. Now, I know Auden was the spark, but that spark needed someone to find some kindling, and then the kindling to find some logs to grow this fire, and that's just what you did. Thank you on behalf of the industry, from your friends who you asked to be those initial investors who got to see their $10,000 turn into this incredible movement, and from me, your forever friend. Not only have you made an impact in your lifetime, but your legacy gift to PSC will continue so that we thrive into the future. You are an Earth hero. No crying aloud, remember, laughing only. Thank you, Chris. All right, and one more. Steffi Volo, can you please take the stage? Steffi, all the way up, my love. Okay, so the Earth Hero Award is something we've been doing every year, and I'm so excited to give it to two of my dearest friends this evening. So if I chose to share all the ways that you've made an impact on my life as a friend, a cheerleader, and a mentor, we would all be swimming tonight in this pool of tears. So instead, I'll focus on the depth of your incredible contribution to the sustainability movement, for which every person in this room has benefited. Steffi has played a remarkable number of roles here at PSC, and her generosity is unmatched. There are lots of ways for a person to make an impact in the nonprofit sector, and you may have heard this referred to as time, talent, and treasure. Time and talent. You have been a board member, an interim chair, and now a chair emeritus. That means 8 years of service, which means thousands of donated hours lent to support the development and evolution of our core values, our brand, our ability to market our programs and services, mentoring me to negotiate people management, ethical decisions about who funds what, and helping ensure that we always focus on impact and inclusivity over competition and business advantage. You have completed more PSC projects and supported, PSC-led and supported projects than any member to date, including sustainability strategy support, ESG facilitation, carbon accounting, carbon offsets, plastic neutrality, supply chain code of conduct, supplier engagement, B Corp certification, and most recently, a new sustainability dashboard that we all get to hear about tomorrow. You've generously donated every project as a template or a tool that can be repurposed for others so that they too can advance their sustainability programs. You have championed, treasure. You have championed Earth Animal's relationship with PSC to be the largest corporate donor in the history of PSC. For all of these things, You have played an enormous role, not just in my own personal life, but for this movement that is so live and vibrant in the pet industry. You are an Earth hero. And we present this to you, which is a map of our 10 years so that you can always remember this time together. All right, thank you.
Oh, yes, that's perfect. Okay, perfect. Thank you. I'll take it. I'll So awkward. Hold on one second. Okay. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Caitlin. That was not necessary, but very appreciative. Okay, one more thing, everybody. I'm going to hand the mic over to our man, Chris Bentley, and he's going to say a few words about our good friend, Caitlin.
All right. You know how you can just tell within minutes that you met somebody really special? I mean, here she was, this intern, 28 years old, fresh out of getting a graduate degree at Harvard and sustainability and environmental stuff. And we were just so fortunate to have her. She asked great questions, took great notes, was always ready for the next meeting that Hunter and your team were putting together for us. All good. But that's not what hooked me. By our second meeting, I knew that she was my soul sister. Two peas in a pod. But we both have Midwest roots. We're both corn-fed, pasture-raised, regenerative, before it was cool. Yeah. As her internship was winding down, I asked Hunter if we could hire her. She said yes. The rest is what we are here celebrating tonight. Growing PSC is only part of what I'm celebrating. I'm sure that you are too, a soulmate for life with a lot of people in here. I was so happy to witness her and Nick get married. Watch them nurture those two little loud rascals right there. Inviting them to come swim and have picnics at my apartment pool over the years. I was lucky enough to host her family last year with the season tickets I've got for the Cheyenne Frontier Days. Woo! Yeah, right on. A couple years ago, we started talking about what does her future hold. We agreed on a 3-month sabbatical for her to think it through. Caitlin has the gift of self-awareness, focusing on family, her body, mind, and spirit, her desire to travel the world. When she first told me she was cutting back, the first words out of my mouth were how proud I am of you. And thank you for the 10 great years and not just going away, because you're still here, but change it up a little. Caitlin, we've never had a crossword between us. What's that? Fair enough. You and Nick welcomed me into your family, and we built a global impact organization. Month after month, you sat by my hospital bed, cheering me on during my 3 strokes. Open that up for me, Ray.
Going for the swimming pool effect.
Thank you. I'm almost done. Yes, you're stepping back a little, but you're doing it gracefully, in a gallant way, and leaving us with an outstanding team and foundation. A future, back to the jacket, with black, rich fertile soil. What I'm happiest about all of this is it's in my will that you're going to be a keynote speaker at my celebration of life. And you're all invited. Okay, let's raise a glass to all of us. Whoever's coming tonight. Now, in the spirit of your spirit, Nick and Caitlin, come on up here, Nick. Come on up. Bring those rascals. Bring those rascals. Hazel, where are you? Come on up here. We've got a couple gifts for you. Who's helping me out here? Okay, bring the little one first. For your meditation room. That's for your meditation room. For your backyard sanctuary. I can lift it. No, bring it up here. I want to see it. You like it? Good. Okay. Hazel, what do you think of that? What do you think of that, Hazel? Nice. Nice. Okay, now let's celebrate.